And one thing she used to lie to me all the time about was Girl Scout cookies. When I was little, I always wanted them. And she would be like, no, we can't get them. They're for rich people. Put them back. And as a little kid, I would just write to Santa regardless of the season, just saying, Dear Santa, please bring me Thin Mints or Samoas so I can provide financial stability for my family. And I got a letter back from him. I was so excited. I was like, Mom, look, I got a letter. I ripped that letter open and I read it, and it just said, wish harder. Maybe if your bum father paid child support, we could afford better things in life. But to put you guys up to speed about my family, my mother is from the Bronx, so she's loud. And my father is from Ohio, so he hates himself. And he picks favorites. And for the longest, I thought it was me, because my name is so unique compared to my siblings. When people find out that I got siblings, they're always like, oh my God, it must be like Leonardo or Donatello, or Mario and Luigi. Not quite. The way it goes Laura, Steve, and then there's me, Giuseppe De Fazio. And I confronted him about it. I was like, Dad, why name me Giuseppe? He's like, well, son, because I want you to get bitches. Giuseppe, bitches. It's not working, Dad. But if that's the case, why name Steve Steve? Oh, well, I want him to have a good job. His one son, successful career, savings account, premium Costco membership card. And then there's me, with enough kids to make Nick Cannon sweat. If anything, I feel like he made my life a lot harder. For example, I went to the doctor the other day. The way my doctor works is you go in, you sit down, they'll call you up by your name. And I do that. I'm sitting down, and this woman comes out, is there a Japupe in here? Japupe? I'm just back thinking, man, Japupe, that's a weird name. Japupe, G-I-U-S. I'm like, oh, I'm Japupe. I get up, look around the room, and realize I'm the only one in here. I was just that sure my name wasn't Japupe. So I approached this woman, right? I realized she's an old, frail woman. She's doing the Harlem Shake to the waiting room music. And I'm thinking, yo, who's getting down to this? Turns out she has Parkinson's, so I'm the bad person. No, I didn't even want to try your last name. How'd I do with the first? Not even close. Well, how do you say it? Giuseppe. Simple as that. Giuseppe? Sucks. I met the nicest racist the other day. I was in line getting my cup of coffee, right? And this woman came up to me and she's like, oh my God, I found one of you. And I'm thinking, yo, found me? Who the fuck are you, the court? Like, get away from me. It must be so hard being from the Middle East in this day and age. And I'm just like, the Middle East of Georgia? It must be so hard being Palestinian with everything going on in Gaza. I'm just like, oh, you're racist. And my favorite thing to do with racist people is to actually tell them I'm white because they lose their minds to it. So I'm getting ready to drop this bomb on her, but she interrupts me. She goes, well, I can't do much for you, but I can at least buy you your meal. Look. I may be Italian, but I was poor first. And I am not going to turn down a free meal, even if it's a racist meal. So I look at this woman and I go, Inshallah. Guys, that's my time. My name is Giuseppe De Fazio. Thank you so much for having me.